The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
So they'll all be like bogan hybrid names.
You did not.
I did.
You did not. I'm too lazy to even do that.
Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne.
And they could never tear us apart.
Tuesday morning, Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne.
Did the vision of that go up? It did, didn't it? Of you singing?
I put it up. I don't know if Nick did. He looked at me funny. That's a no.
You got to put the bit up where he adjusts the mic stand like a seasoned professional.
I'll have to get it for you next time.
Just needs to find the right angle, Nikki, before he can sing.
Yeah, exactly. Or rip the bottom off and go full Freddy.
The thing with karaoke like that, the person before me was a lot shorter than me. So, you know.
Right.
And in America, it's like American Idol.
Lucky for you, he was actually worse than you, so it made that seem a little less painful because you posted him too.
Did I? Yeah, I did
the Chinese guy.
Yeah, the Chinese guy.
What did he sing?
Oh, he was awful.
He just sang badly.
I don't even know what he sang. What did he sing? I'll put him up. Put him
I
up
don't know.
first and then put me up. You're right, I forgot to put him up. Anyway.
The lights were way too bright in that room. Like I full credit to you for doing. I would never do that anyway. But if I did, the lights would have to be way down. I would.
You'd want it
even
to
if
be
they were
smoky and have like a real ambience to it. This was like a school hall.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to see the grimacing of everyone enduring what you're putting out.
Oh, God.
It looked like it was right in front of the bar. Like if someone wanted to come up and order a schooner, they'd have to get. Sorry, mate, just squeeze around you singing in excess.
I've done gigs like that, to be fair.
Yeah, like
Telling jokes that have to make way so they can order their fifth pina colada.
yeah. Have you done gigs in like just pub, not actual comedy, not the comedy
I've
club?
done one in a kino booth.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
at Bourbon Gary
where?
Tavern.
yeah. This was the same. This wasn't a karaoke
That was
bar.
when I said, yes, I'll do Nova. Thank you.
at that time.
How bad can it be?
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
All right, so the top 10 baby names is out again. And there's no real surprises in this list. I know this is very much...
No. How often do they release them? Is it once a year situation? Or?
Usually once a year. They kind of...
I'm interested in this.
You are?
Trends, because I like seeing when old names come back. You know how it kind of skips a generation and
Well,
comes back.
You'll be very happy because there are a lot of old school names.
Australia or is it worldwide?
This is Australia.
Yeah, okay.
No,
Right.
If it was America, we'd be in trouble, but I'll come to those names soon. Some of the trending names in America. But top 10 boys as Noah, Oliver,
Oh, no, and Oliver.
Theodore, Luca, Henry, Leo, Hudson, Charlie, and Lucas.
Geez, they're all pretty upset.
They're all quite old school.
They are, but they're pretty hip.
And
You know what I mean?
you reckon they're hip?
What was the third one there?
Theodore.
Theodore.
Teddy, you get Teddy.
Oh, yeah, but when was the last time? Like-
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, no, I've got a Teddy. My youngest is Teddy.
Oh, really?
But
You got a Teddy?
It's
Theodore?
Edward.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Because wasn't Roosevelt, wasn't he? He was an Edward,
No, I
wasn't
think,
he?
in my mind,
Or
it was
was he
Theodore.
Theodore? Oh, look, I'm just
Theodore
making
Roosevelt.
stuff
No,
up
it was
now.
definitely Theodore Roosevelt.
But I've noticed there's no J names because you know that J names are notoriously
wrong?
not bad people, but like, have
What?
you ever met like a non-dodgy Josh?
Hang on, give me a second.
Have a thing.
Our audio engineer used to be Josh.
Josh, he's a bit dodgy.
And he's not here anymore, is he?
He's not. He's in the States.
HR got him. No, they did not. They did not get
might have.
him. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, Josh has always got
What,
a...
Jeffries? Yeah. Oh, Jeffries. There's some bad Jeffries out
Yeah,
there.
he's not a good one,
Oh,
is
no,
he?
there's some bad
He
Jeffries.
didn't kill himself. And okay, let's get to the girls' names.
Yes, go on.
Looking Nick out there.
Matilda.
Charlotte.
Is Matilda up there?
Oh, no, but I'm writing an article about the name Matilda at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about patriotic Australians, but they won't wear thongs or celebrate Australia Day, but they will celebrate Triple J. It's like a real type that named their kids
yeah.
Matilda.
I'm up for that.
Yeah.
All right, so there's Charlotte, Amelia, Olivia, Mia, Isla, Chloe, Harper, Evelyn, and Sophia.
Okay.
None of those great, which is nice.
None of those what?
None of them great.
No, they're all pleasant names.
Oh, great.
And they haven't
Yeah.
add like Lynn or Lee
Yeah.
on the end of everything.
I would potentially call my firstborn daughter Charlotte.
Is that ever going to happen?
I don't know.
It's funny.
Who the hell
Is that
But
a
I felt-
discussion?
you know what? I
Have
fell
you
in.
ever had that discussion?
Nah,
No.
never had that discussion. But I did fall in
I
love.
want Charlotte.
I fell in love with a girl called
I've
Charlotte
got a
once.
good
Oh,
story
really?
about the name Charlotte.
Okay, I've never known a bad one.
No, exactly. Because my sister, she, I always had my name picked out. I was going to call my first daughter Olivia. And then my sister fell pregnant before me, and our nana called Olive was on her way out. And she asked me politely, she said, can I please give my daughter the the name Olivia. And I went, fine. Okay, my next name, Charlotte.
Yeah.
She fell pregnant again. And she's like, oh. And so she asked my mum. She said, Mum, can you ask Nikki if I can have the name Charlotte, please? So she had that one. Then when she got pregnant a third time with another girl, me still knocking out boys, can't seem to get my girl. And then she just called me and said, what do I call it? And so we called it Georgia. But then she just had a boy. She called it Maverick. That was not a name that I gave her, clearly.
Maverick. Right. Yeah,
But,
wow.
but there are a lot of weird names out there. I was reading.
What's the go with the American ones? Are they off
All
the
right.
chart or what?
Let me read some of these to you. Okay. Bush.
I was about to say to you, they go more political in America.
Yep. There's a lot of Bushes
Oh, is
out
that- is
there.
that
A
what
lot
it
of
was in
Bush in
reference to?
America. It's trending.
What? First name for a guy or a girl?
Yeah, they've brought Bush back.
Is
No,
it-
for a boy. A
That's a
male
boy.
name
That's
used
calling your daughter
sporadically.
Bush.
What did you think that?
Surgery.
Well, no, better call your son Bush.
Lutzy, that could be Charlotte's middle name for you.
Charlotte Bush.
There are quite a few people out there called COVID and Corona.
Why?
Yeah, you know, people, they're probably knocked out like
It's such
eight.
a
And they're like,
special
let's have a
time.
laugh with
Yeah.
the last two.
That's ridiculous. It's a virus.
Diva Muffin.
Like that.
Frank Zappa, he called his daughter Diva Muffin.
Frank Zappa called his daughter.
Dorcas.
Oh, come on.
But Dorcas is an old school name. You know the movie Seven Brides for
Spell
Seven
that.
Brothers?
Spell that.
Dorcas. It's an old Hebrew girl's name, but it hasn't aged well.
Dorcas Maximus.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Weird baby names after the latest list came out.
All right, so have we got a caller on the line?
We do indeed. I mean, you were joking before, Lutzy, with a name that you said, but Callie out of Redland Bay, what have you got?
I've got Maximus
Okay.
Is it like a legit name that they got across the line?
as a legit name. Back in the 12 years ago when my mum had my brother, she wanted to call him Maximus,
So-
and she was set on it.
Bit of gladiator theme going on there.
Yeah.
And he cops Max.
Yeah.
So is Max, if someone's just called Max, no, I know a Max,
Yeah.
is he Maximilian? Like, what's his actual
Yeah,
name?
he might be Maximilian.
Or, or Maximus.
Or Maximus, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. So it's
Yeah.
not that crazy, I guess. Because no one, I don't know, maybe I just Max these
I reckon
days.
Maximus is a cool name, but it's a lot to live up to, you know.
You want to be a tough little fella, wouldn't
Yeah, you would. Because everyone would be like, oh, you're making up that you're minimus.
Maximus.
Yeah, especially if you rolled with the name Maximus
But-
all
but
the
Nathan,
time.
look.
You start getting minimus. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome, actually.
Nathan, what do you got, mate?
Morning, guys. How are we?
Oh, we're all right. Nathan, how's Bribey treating you?
Bit retiree-like.
Good on you.
I'm surprised you're even up. Actually, no, you had to get up to have your pills.
He's put money on
Nah,
TV.
settle down. I'm not that old.
Well, why in Bribey? Anyway,
So I've got 4 kids. So the oldest one's Hayden. It's not too unique, but the next 3 I've got Talon, Amalia, and Taj.
oh, hello. You went a bit wild with Talon. I hear Talon. I imagine claws. Now, is that
Claws.
that male or female Talon?
Male.
That's male. Okay.
Yeah.
And where did Talon come from?
We actually we were struggling to pick a name, and we were watching a show called Laguna Beach
Laguna.
on TV many years ago, and that come up, and we both sort of looked at each other and went, "That's it."
That'll
So
do.
we went with Talon.
Talon.
Laguna Beach. Has
Does
a-
it have a
Laguna
meaning?
Beach. That's the. I want to check that out.
Yeah.
It
Is that
wasn't-
like a British kind of dating?
No, it wasn't reality. It was actually
It was an American show. Like it was sort of around the same time as the OC.
Yeah.
Students of Laguna Beach High School go through various challenges in their personal and academic lives, but
Yeah.
strive to overcome them. Laguna Beach, 5.5 stars out of 10 on IMDb.
Thanks, Nathan.
And D out of Springfield Lakes, we've got it written up on the board here, but I can't begin to understand how it's
Wait,
pronounced. What have
stop.
we got?
Yeah, so I went to high school with a girl, and at her baby shower, you play lots of games, and it's like, oh, let's come up with a baby name. What do you think she'll call her baby? And her sister came up with this name, and they ran with it. It is spelled Qwirhys. Quirrys.
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 Sounds like a cream you'd use on like something itchy. What?
I mean, they call her Reese's for short.
That's
so,
good. Reese's good.
Yeah, but
Because
I think it would be difficult to teach your child how to spell their name.
and anyone else ever again. Let's hope she doesn't get into media because people can't even spell Osborne right.
He doesn't even remember it, Ash.
Clarice.
Yeah, you get Reese. That's ridiculous.
Did you give her a hard time for calling her this name?
No, look, you do you, boo. Like, that's your child and that's your family. So
And that is
You
a
do boo you
friendship
is the name of the other
saving.
kid.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I went at the end of my holidays. I went down sort of because there was fires in LA, so I sort of wanted to get away from them, obviously. And went down the beach a bit to a place called Hermosa Beach, which is really nice.
But that's still a part of LA, is it?
Yeah, it is, but it was just away from the danger zones of the fires. And I thought I'll stay on. They're nice beaches. They're not as good as our beaches,
They're not.
quite
No,
frankly.
no
They're
one
not.
can compare.
No, I mean, no. In fact, they're nowhere even remotely close.
But they are still nice. Like you get a surf and all that
It-
type of
it
stuff.
was
But it's
the
just
nice-
not as beautiful.
Yeah, in fact, the beach.
We're lucky.
Yeah, the beaches are probably as far from the road to the beach, to the water. They're long or wide beaches.
But
like
you're
our
just there for
beaches
the
are.
women rollerblading, right? Down that way?
Well, it's funny you mention that because I got I stayed at a hotel, so it's that situation where you've got the rollerblade /
Yes.
jogging / the pathway.
Yes, I know the way.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's beach right there, and there's volleyball courts
Yes.
as well, beach volleyball courts. So, and I got a room. I thought I was getting
That's old school, isn't it?
Yeah, and I thought I was getting a room, looking out over, so looking down on the walkway / rollerblade area, and then the beach. But I was actually on the ground level, so my room was a nice room, and had a little lounge room, and then you open the door, and there was a little sort of for what do you call it, a balcony, veranda,
balcony, a
but,
patio?
but ground level.
Yes.
So with it then a little sort of like.
Is this your review for Airbnb or is this a story? This
No,
is going
it's
somewhere.
going, it goes
Okay.
somewhere.
All right.
But the point is the balcony, and then there was a little, not much more than knee height, a little, like a little bench. And
Yeah.
then literally if I was sitting on my little balcony, I could high five runners.
You're in the Passaggiati.
I'm right there.
It's happening.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's right there. You're in the thick of it, And there was beach volleyball playing right in front of me. I thought, yeah, what's this? So I sat down for a bit, but the sun was out, so I said, I'll have a nap. So I go back inside, and it's got those shutter
sun
blinds.
was out.
The shutter, yeah, I was getting burnt. Okay, so there's shutter blinds. So I close the shutter blinds because I'm sleeping, obviously, and people could literally be walking past seeing a guy on his bed. And I just had a nap for an hour or whatever, and then we came back out, the sun's not as hot, and I come out and there's two of those wooden beach seats,
Yeah.
on my little thing, and one of them's got like on the arm of the seat, it's like yellow liquid dripping down then onto my balcony and dripping down into the drain. It's obviously urine. What's up, dirty bastards?
From up above.
No, I don't know. In my mind, I think it's someone's jogging past. Oh. And they've just gone, I've got to go. Just jump over here and piss on this guy's balcony. It was urine. It was,
So it was.
well, it couldn't be anything else. It was urine. It was, and I'm like,
I'm saying it hadn't
there's
dripped
no way.
upstairs. She didn't look
unless
up.
someone's
No,
stood on their
no,
balcony upstairs, why would they do that? There's a toilet in their room. So it's definitely someone's come in from...
A passerby.
A passerby's
Yes.
come in and basically pissed on my seat. And then it's driven. It's like... And I was actually
Maybe that's how they
angry.
bag seats in Hermosa Beach. You
But
know,
it's not their seat. It's my.
Yeah, it's your private property.
It's a belt. Like you'd have to, it was waist height where you'd have to step over to a garden bed to get into my area.
Okay, so they've put in a solid effort to get over the hedge.
Well, I was about to ring reception, and I thought, no, I'm going to walk up there. Not that it's their fault. But I'm saying, someone's pissed on my thing. Like this, can you come and clean it? Like it's disgusting. Like it's gross. But as I was about to do it, I realised it was my lack of humanity. I hadn't even contemplated the thought that it wasn't a human being, which the more I thought about it, it was probably just a bird. It was probably not a human. It was probably an animal, a bird,
Or
like a seagull.
I don't
Really?
think birds take leaks.
Well,
do they?
which begs the
I
question. Then
don't-
everyone's been shat on by a bird, but I don't think I've ever seen a bird pee.
No, I don't know they do, mate.
What do you mean they don't? They got to.
Package deal.
no,
Yeah, I
know.
think it's a 2-in-1 deal.
Yeah, it's like bundled.
Yes.
It's a bundle package.
So you're saying a bird couldn't just take like urinate?
I've never seen it happen.
No, I never have.
This is fascinating.
Because this is my point. Because I thought, you know what? Here I was thinking it was some human being, and it probably wasn't. It was probably an animal. I don't know what other animal it could be, though, other than a bird.
Unless it's a dog, like a big dog.
No,
They
but
could get over.
It
You
would have
know,
had to have jumped the
It
balcony.
was
and
just
then-
a weird for someone to step over and piss on the seat, like in the corner.
Maybe they didn't step over. Maybe they just angled it over as well.
But yeah, everyone could see them if
Harbour
they did that.
bridged it.
Everyone would be able to see them if they did that. It's just strange. I don't understand. I have no answer to how it happened.
Mystery
But
liquid, and you reckon it's bird pee.
I ended up calming down and thinking it was an animal, not a fellow human that did it to me. But I don't know.
Maybe birds are just incredibly private. Like, they're happy to shit on everyone.
Well, no one's ever
But-
been peed on by a bird when you think about it. you know,
No.
like-
I don't think it happens, mate. I don't
So
think
you
it
reckon
happens.
they bundle it together?
Oh, it's a 2-for-1 deal.
Did they take in
Mitch,
liquids?
it's a 2-for-1 deal, isn't
I think it's a
it?
twofer.
Unless
Do
every
birds
time,
drink?
every time you're out walking,
Yeah,
though,
they
and
drink. They do drink.
You do feel like little splatters, and you think, oh, sun shower. Maybe that's it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was trying to have faith in humanity and think it wasn't a human. But now you've switched me back again. It was a freaking human.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Something's just happened right now that I said to Nikki. I said yesterday, I said, this will happen. It'll happen, and it's happening right now.
Didn't take long.
Where you go out to the kitchen in between songs
Yep.
and you make a cup of coffee, cup of tea, or something like that, and you get involved in a conversation. Generally, it involves David. It certainly does at the moment.
Who's also missing. Producer
Yeah.
Alicia's just run off to get them. Don't get them. Let
No.
them come back on their own.
No, let Nikki experience that horrible feeling that you get from time to time where you realise the show's on and you're not in the studio.
Just having a look. She's taken her pass. I was just wondering,
Yeah.
like, you'd be at the door just
Oh, yeah,
like,
she
where
comes.
is this thing?
I told you this would happen, didn't
A
I?
show and a half it took, Nikki.
I think it was just this morning. Was it this morning I said this will happen from time to
I
time?
blame Lutzi. He's
Yeah.
telling me about all these brain gummies that he has to chew so he can think. Because I said to him, I said,
How do you say so switched on, Lutzi?
Do you ever come into work and you just can't think straight? Like, that's how I'm feeling this morning. He said,
Yeah. You corrupted her, mate.
Sorry, guys.
You corrupted
We're
her.
out there talking about stimulants.
and instead of drinking Red Bull, we're using Red Bull.
Yeah.
We're users now.
We're users of Red Bull.
You can't hear the bloody show out there. I said, we on air?
I can't believe this is day 2 and I've
Come on,
missed a
that is
segment.
so bad.
You got through day one like blemish free. Like
Aside from swearing twice. I
Oh
dropped
no,
the
that's true.
F-bomb
Actually,
once.
yeah, you did. You
We
dropped
had to
the
give
F.
away a whole heap of money. But no,
She was
like
out.
it-
She
it's
was
a
out there
trait
chatting
of
with
mine.
Dee about ballroom dancing.
I was. But this
Yeah.
is a trait of mine. I always stuff up in the first few days. That's where I get all the mistakes out of the way. Like I remember, hang on, you did that too, didn't you, Ash?
Oh yeah.
Oh, early. Yeah. Well, I had a.
He reminded me yesterday because you two are both have hosted quiz shows. in your
Yes, we were talking
careers.
about that off air.
His
Yes,
first day
and
was
on my
horrendous.
first day of hosting a quiz show on the ABC, this is many years ago, head to head. You can check it out somewhere or other with video.
It's on the
You
internet.
you
It's on
to
the
get-
internet
You'll
somewhere.
have to get the DVD.
Dust it off.
Yeah. No, but filming the very first episode of it, Nikki, studio audience, the whole shebang. I had to run up onto a podium to say welcome along to the show.
Dangerous.
I've tripped on the final the final step as the smoke's going off and the streamers and all the rest of it. I landed flat on my face.
And you smashed your nose.
Smashed
but
my
you kept
nose.
going.
My eyes were watering. Then they had to actually say, "Can't, mate."
Was the crowd all, oh.
Oh yeah, at the time, yeah.
But
So-
people don't realise how
It's good
dangerous.
to get it out of the way early.
It is.
Yes.
Just make a complete ass of yourself day one, and then it lowers everyone else's expectations, and then you can just kind of coast through. But I did the same thing. I used to be a dealette on Deal or No Deal. And
That's the briefcase.
that's the
holder.
briefcase thing. Yeah, that's how you meet a prince and marry one. Like, that's Meghan Markle. She used to be a dealette.
Did she really?
Yes, famously a
What was it?
dealette.
And Harry was a contestant. I mean, pre-Harry.
He picked the wrong case.
Didn't he, just?
But yeah, so I did that because I was studying advertising at the time, and you only have to work 10 minutes because you walk out with your case, and then you go backstage for another 2 hours, and that's when
So
I
you
do
were
all my
dead set.
briefs.
You were dead set. One
I
of
was
the
holding the
people holding
case,
it.
but on my
How
first,
many dealettes are there?
like
Lots.
25 of us. 25 hot women in a caravan. You'd love that. Like,
Oh my
you'd be
God!
your
And the dream
utopia.
last night. Aspley Caravan Park. I don't know why it was there. All the places I could have. Anyway, keep going.
Anyway, I mean, this was not my first day, but basically I did the show because you're wearing wigs, so no one would know it was me, except the one day when they go for a Hawaiian theme and they're like, no wigs today, ladies, you're wearing your own hair. I'm like, oh, great. Anyway, we're standing backstage and I'm saying to the girls, my shoe strap's broken. They're like, oh, I should get that fixed. I'm like, no, I never get picked. Out we toddle.
Oh,
heels?
yeah, right.
High heels?
So they pick a case.
High heels,
So
yep.
otherwise you're just background.
He picks my case. And I confidently strut down the runway. My shoe gives way. I tumble the whole way down and take out both the host, Andrew O'Keefe, and the contestant and take them to the ground.
In fairness, you're the least of his problems. But is there any vision of that? It rings a bell, but no.
I'm
it
sure.
wouldn't
No, it hasn't done the rounds. But I
Right,
got
okay.
up and I said, see, I do my own stunts.
be. They would have loved that.
They did love that.
The Ash Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Donald Trump is
Never
back
heard of
in
him.
the hot seat. He's been sworn in as the 47th president of the United States. So would he have been the
45th?
45th, yeah, 45th, and now he gets 47 as well. It just gets that added to his cap, the 47 next to the 45 number. And he's promised sweeping executive orders from day one in office. He made his big speech and then he did his dance, and they brought out the village people. Cover band.
He must love him because they did this. They were singing Trump Man on New Year's Eve at his Mar-a-Lago New Year's Eve party. I saw some video of that. So he must love the village band.
I just love watching everything Trump does. Like, as a comedian, it just means you've got material for the next 4 years. And he's just mad. And I love it. I'm here for it.
It's better than any television show, really, isn't it?
It is. America, season 2.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you one thing I noticed is Barron. How many kids has Donald got? Because he's got his a junior, then he's got Ivanka, Ivana, his daughter.
The other
he's
son.
He's got a fair few, but Barron. I mean, since it's been 8 years since Barron was there. Remember that night that he was first sworn in 2016? Barron was there, and it was like at 2:00 in the morning or something. They called it, and then he was half asleep.
Poor kid.
He's doubled in size. That kid. He looks like he's about 6'7" right now.
How old is he?
He'd be
9.
18 now, I reckon. He was 10 or so when.
So he's naturally evolved to be a beast who can defend himself.
He's tall. He's a tall person. Now, how are we going with Lauren Tomasi? She's over in the US covering
No luck at the
it for
moment.
Channel 9.
Have we got her?
We might have to get her back.
So what happens now? Because
Now he takes charge. Now he moves in. He actually had when he came into the square where they had it in Washington, or that place wherever they have the inauguration ceremony, they have the handover. But he rode in the car with Biden.
That's
So
interesting.
they actually shared the car together.
yeah, I didn't realise they did that whole sort of changeover person to person.
Maybe that's like a security thing. So if someone tries to shoot him, they might get Biden accidentally. So they're just trying to make sure that he's protected.
You sit in the front there, Joe. What? You sure? You sit in the front, mate. I'm happy back here. You're good. Right, so that's it. He's in. He's in now.
he
So it's
is-
Trump time again.
Do we think he's going to pardon the Capitol guys? The guys who stormed the Capitol? Like the guy in the horn? Aren't they in prison?
From January 6th, yeah. I think
I don't know,
They
are they?
are still in. I think he's...
What would he pardon? No, he was there because hang on, what side were they?
I don't know anymore. I can't keep
Were they
track.
Trump or?
well, the MAGA supporters, yeah.
They were.
Yeah. So
Apparently.
probably get them out. Did Joe let anybody go on his final
We got his son
final
out
day
of
in
trouble.
office? So he did that a couple of
Yeah,
weeks
so,
ago. I
all
was
right,
just running
son,
on the
you
way
know
out.
what? You know what? And I was like, Biden, that was a good move. I think that was a good move. Like, he lost all respect doing that, but I actually respected him for looking after his son.
His son, like what dad wouldn't, you mean?
Well,
You mean?
yeah, it's someone who's caught up in their
Yeah.
own, reputation. But he's
Yeah,
like, oh, you know what? I'm going down. I'm going to
Yeah.
save my son on the way out.
Oh, I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, in pretty bad form for a dad. No!
Learn
It'll
your
affect my numbers.
The Ash Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Brett Lee is here right now. Talk a bit of sport, thanks to KO. How are you, mate?
Good morning. Yeah, fantastic. How's things, guys?
Very well. We're just getting back into it, mate. We've had a bit of a break, but I spent most of the summer addicted to the KO, just watching the cricket. We were talking about it yesterday, actually, just catching up, saying that Boxing Day test. We'll talk about the qualifier tonight for the Big Bash, but that Boxing Day test, the first day of the Boxing Day test, in fact, the whole of the test match, how much did that do to reignite the passion for test cricket in in Australia because that performance by Constas, I can't remember the last time that word spread so quickly. Like, you've got to be watching the cricket. Have you seen what this kid has done?
Look, it's incredible. And we've had record numbers, not only at the grounds, but, viewership right across the world on Fox and K. It's been incredible. But you're right, Sam Constas, 19 years of age, and here's a quote that you guys will love. So he said to Nathan Lyon before his first test, 95,000 people at the G, he goes, when should I start feeling nervous? Nathan Lyon said, well, probably now. And he goes, well, it sort of feels like I'm playing a grade game. And Nathan Lyon said, well, I don't know about you, mate, but I haven't played many grade games in front of 95,000 people. But that's the youth of today. And then totally bamboozle Jasprit Bumrah, put him off kilter, go down and do those ram shots. It's incredible.
Can you imagine the courage that takes? Or what is that? Is it a bit of naivety, do you think? It's definitely courageous, but he was risking his career pretty much.
Well, he was, and also his life. When you're going down and lapping a guy 145 k's an hour, you want to have a good dentist, to put it that way. So, like, the great thing about Sam Constas, and I reckon what you asked is a great question, because I think it's a combination of youth, where the young kids these days, they're bulletproof. They go out there and they play with freedom. If that was a guy in his late 20s or early 30s making his debut, he'd be thinking more long term. If I miss out here, I'm in trouble. But Sam Constas, he's got an eye like a dead fish. He's such a good player, and he went down and played those types of shots. So for him, he feels that's his best way of scoring and getting the bowler off, as I said, off kilter. He did that, and he totally mucked around with their plans. And Jasprit Bumrah, for the first time in his career that I've seen, where he actually didn't know where to bowl.
Yeah.
I tell you what has been
amazing,
enjoyable for me too, Brett, watching cricket the last sort of 12 to 18 months is, we all lived through a period where we had, the Billy Birmingham commentators, like your Richies and your all that sort of stuff. But there's been like almost a new evolution of like TV talent that's emerging now. Like, I've really enjoying the commentary of you guys in particular, and some of the relationships you have with your co-commentators, and I've really been enjoying that side of things as well.
Oh, thanks, mate. Look, the great thing is, with working on Fox, it is incredible. It's almost like it's very hard to put in words, but it's almost like we're back on tour again with the Australian cricket team, but there's no warm-ups.
Yeah, right.
And you don't really have to go to bed at midnight if you didn't want to. Not saying that we're not going to bed at midnight, boys, wink, wink, but it's a great vibe. We get on so well, and that's the thing. When we're talking about the game that we love, and we're sitting in like the mayor's office, we are in the commentary box, the best seat in the house, talking about the game we love. Who couldn't love it? But you're working with guys like Kerry O'Keefe, Skull. He's hilarious, and some of the stuff he says on air, I don't know how he gets away with it, but he does.
Yeah, and
what happens when you're 75?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want when you're 75, apparently.
But he's universly liked, isn't he, Scully? Like, he transcends age groups too. Because even my 12-year-old, my youngest kid, came to me over summer and said, "Have you seen this?" And he showed me some short thing on social about Skull telling a joke or something. But he's even on Archie's agenda.
No, I know, and the kids love him, and that's the thing. He's got that that cult following. For him to crack jokes, and he told it a couple of years ago, but he was talking about how he saw this girl in his living room during COVID, and he started talking to her, and he goes, I got to know her, and she was actually, she liked him. It was his wife he's talking about, right? and then apparently she called him into the bedroom, and he goes, oh, no, darling, Virat Kohli's about the bat. He's just brilliant to work with, but it's gold, right? And it's, and we've got also, too, you throw in Ishigu, you throw Michael Vaughan in, you throw Ian Smith from New Zealand. They are international superstars behind the microphone, and as I said, it's just great to work with them. It's a great environment.
And your band gets another TV series. It's remarkable.
Yeah, the documentary, mate. We've someone said you've had more exposure than Coldplay in the last 2 months. So
it's been unreal.
It's been fun. It's been great. I'm living the dream, boys. I'm commentating during the day. We're playing in the band at night, and life's pretty good.
Unreal. Well, they're all back in action tonight. The Big Bash finals, the qualifiers on tonight. Actually, Hobart Hurricanes take on the Sydney Sixers. Women's Ashes as well, and you can watch it all on KO Sports. Thanks, mate.
Pleasure. Go, my beloved Sixers.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I'm smarter than... I'm smarter than who?
Bright and Anza deal is here, with one lucky person winning $100,000 off the price of their new home every month. Drop into your nearest Bright and Display home today.
All right, Marissa out of Greenbank. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Yeah, good. Hey, yeah, you going, Ash? You said you had a couple of sort of just cobwebs you were sort of just brushing out yesterday from you. Do you over the holiday break? Do you just keep yourself fresh and practice? Just keep up to date with current events. What's the sort of?
I wouldn't say regularly, but like maybe once a month. We'll just play a version at home.
On the boat at 1770, you and Sonny Bill.
Send Archie
naked,
downstairs.
both naked.
Oh, come on.
Singing Luke Combs to himself.
Yeah.
When it rains it pours.
Hey, is school back? Is it you dropping your daughter off at a daycare?
Oh, no, daycare, yes.
When does school go back? Is that next week?
Yeah,
next
it's
week.
usually around the 6th or the 4th or something like that, yeah.
Of February?
Of February, yeah.
Kids get it good.
That's insane. I'll never forget. Like when I left school and I had to start work at my old man's factory, and they explained to me that it was 4 weeks holiday for the entire year.
Absurd.
Just going, are you what? What do you mean? That's cruel. That's cruel.
That is cruel.
$200 we're playing for here, Marissa. So good luck to you. I'm sure you know the rules. Let's get into it. Here we go.
I do. Thank you.
30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. In a standard deck of cards, how many cards are in each suit?
Oh, goodness, 8? Oh, God, no, there's not. There's more than that. Sorry.
Dave Hughes, Sam Thaiday and Shayna Jack are all stars of which reality series?
Oh, gosh, pass.
What type of animal was Black Beauty?
A horse.
Name a colour on the flag of Belgium.
Red.
Spell a line.
ALIGN.
Stop the... Dave Hughes, Sam Thaiday...
No,
and
you're right.
Whoa.
Gotta stop you there with times. Time is off in the wing here on the footy show.
Time has expired. Time has expired. So we can't go back to the question you passed on, which is question number 2.
No, but we got the line spelling. The line spelling.
We're accepting them. I can't. I'm doing too much.
No. It was definitely within the parameters of the timing.
Thank you. The video ref there coming. Oh, my touch judge coming into play.
Touch judge.
Okay.
I have baby brain. I'm sorry. I'm like 30 weeks pregnant, so
really?
I'm really bad on the spot right now.
Well, is there anything in the... Maybe keep that in mind, David, if you go into the cave.
Oh.
Something baby related.
Thank you.
Let's bring in the game.
Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game.
That's how it's done.
You ready, Nikki?
Round
2.
I think so. I don't know what that was.
You ready to say IR?
Yeah.
IR ready.
It just occurred to me you're the only person who's ever played this quiz who's never been defeated.
At this point.
You're unbeaten.
Oh, let's just call it there.
Unbeaten.
Mic drop moment.
That's a rare record. Let's see if you can extend it. 30 seconds on the clock. Your
Okay.
time starts now. In a standard deck of cards, how many cards are in each suit?
4.
Dave Hughes, Sam Thaiday and Shayna Jack are all stars of which reality series?
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
What
Can't believe I
type,
said 4.
what type of animal was Black Beauty?
Horse.
Name a colour on the flag of Belgium.
Blue.
Spell a line.
ALIGN.
Stop
No,
it.
2 L's.
The clock. A ruling from you, please, David.
Gee, well, I think you said stop.
No. Yeah, please say stop because it is 1 L, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm trying to think what my chiropractor says.
I don't know if we have the capabilities. We might have to go upstairs. If you said stop before you started
I definitely
talking,
said stop.
Yeah.
I said
I think
stop. That's when the
we
clock
take
stops.
ALIGN. Yeah, I think we lock that in. I think you.
So
you
the
started
first spelling
gibbering
was
after that. Yeah.
ALIGN.
I think we have to take the first spelling because you said stop. I'm ruling on it.
Okay. It's going to be critical. That's all. Give me a Tuco. Give me two Tucos.
Two.
In a standard deck of cards, how many cards are in each suit? I think you thought, Nikki, I was asking how many suits are there. You said 4.
And I said 4, and then I realised what you said.
Marissa, you said 8.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking.
You're both wrong. It's 13. It's
52 divided by 4 is
Well, it's nice to know we both don't have a gambling habit.
That's good.
No, we don't.
We're clean.
It's 0-all. Now, Dave Hughes, Sam Thaiday, and
Shana Jack, as you called her.
Shana Jack, yes.
Yeah, the swimmer.
Are all stars of which reality series? You're right, Nikki. I'm a Celebrity, get me out of
She's
here.
been in the bloody
No.
jungle.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's back on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
They're
back on.
They're in the jungle.
That's why the question. Why I got the question right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
1-0.
Top of mind.
1-0 Nikki. Top of the third. What type of animal was Black Beauty? You both said horse.
You were very angry. Horse.
Yeah, horse.
Come on. 2-1 to Nikki. Name a colour on the flag of Belgium. Nikki, you said blue.
I was just making stuff
Marissa,
up.
you said red.
Oh, mine was a guess.
Marissa, you're correct. It's
Oh, my goodness.
red,
Well done.
black, or yellow.
Oh, thank you.
And that's all level. 2-all. Final question. Spell a line. In the end, we took Nikki's first attempt at it, which was ALIGN. That's what Marissa said as well. They're both correct. So it's a 3-all
my
draw.
goodness.
But on time, Nikki won.
Oh,
Before the clock
I'm so
expired.
sorry, Marissa.
That was so close.
That was so close. I feel undeserving of that win.
No, not at all.
take
Welcome to the station, Nikki, by the way.
Thank you. Do you like me?
Yeah, of course. I've been listening for the past. I've listened to a couple of since you've been on. Yeah,
Open the cave.
It's been great.
Okay,
me out of
good.
this
Thanks.
awkward-
All right, get in the cave.
Okay, sorry.
See if this works. Oh, it's working better. Nikki, we happen to know the cave is back. The mice are gone. Now, you're 30 weeks pregnant. Nikki.
I am,
Oh,
yeah.
no, not you, Nikki. Sorry. Marissa.
Loaded.
Marissa is. Marissa's 30 weeks pregnant, not you. Geez, I'm looking for baby-related stuff. I mean, 7-Eleven, do they have nappies?
Sorry?
pinch.
There's a $100 7-Eleven voucher, so you're able to find something there for yourself.
Oh, that's amazing.
How long's 30 weeks? I hate how people use weeks for this crap. Like,
How many months
just
is
using
that?
months like
She's
everyone else.
almost in the final stretch.
She's in the final
I am.
trimester.
Almost.
Yeah, I'm in the final trimester now.
That helps. That helps me now. Now I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so you shouldn't be drinking at this point, should you? So I won't give you that.
No.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 4 tickets to a complete unknown. It's Timothy Chalamet playing the role of a lifetime. Ash, you've seen this. This is Bob Dylan.
I went to this over the weekend, Marissa.
Yeah.
I went and checked out a preview screen.
Very
This
impressed,
Bob
right?
Dylan story. It's unreal. Really good.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
Chalamet, yeah.
It's at the movies from this Thursday, actually. But
It's good. You'll like it, Mitch.
yeah, 4 tickets for you for that as well, Marissa, as well as the
Amazing.
7-Eleven voucher. Well done.
Well
Thank
done,
you so
Marissa.
much.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
One of my mates saw Luke Combs on the Gold Coast yesterday.
Oh,
He's in town.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big week. Benson Boone's tomorrow night, the River Stage, and then you've got Combs playing the stadium shows Friday and Saturday. Is that right, Ash?
Hasn't he? Yeah. Hasn't he turned into a juggernaut? Like he was. Luke Combs came to town, I think, last year or the year before for his first time. He played one night.
Where was that at?
Ensign,
Oh, right.
which is what 10,000.
Yeah.
12,000. Now he's come back sort of 18 months later. He's playing 2 nights, Suncorp Stadium.
That's because he's out Tracy Chapman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fast cars.
Yeah,
That's
don't
his,
you
isn't
see
it?
it when Williams gets better with someone else?
Yeah.
Oh,
You were talking over us
Yeah.
because your headphones aren't on. Yeah. So this he did that with he did this with Tracy somewhere.
Is it the Grammys or something?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
They did a duet. That was amazing, those two together.
That was awesome.
What else has he got though? Because I mean,
I fell in love with one of his songs over summer, which I hadn't heard. Are we playing this? Is this like one of the ones you'd play on Nova?
what is it?
I was calling number 5 on the radio station 104.83.
3-night beach vacation.
Deep sea senorita fish touching down in Panama.
Give this
I've
one a
heard
go.
it, but we don't. I don't know.
What's this one called, Nick? I keep forgetting.
When it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours.
It'll get a
Check
run
this
on
out.
Nova Country.
Would it?
On our digital station, Nova
Mate,
Country.
we should be playing this prime time. This is good gear.
They are the modern day poets, the country musicians.
Yeah.
They say great stuff. I want a shot of that redhead looking at me.
Yeah.
What?
That's what girls say about you.
Yeah.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
All right. So Donald Trump has been sworn in as the 47th president overnight. And who are we talking to here, Nikki? Is this
We're
your
talking
friend?
to Andy Lou. Yeah, she's a friend of mine. She's a wellness coach. She's all about health and wellness, and she's scored a ticket to the hottest party in town. She's going to the MAHA, the Maha, Make America Healthy Again ball
Tonight.
tonight, which will be like 2 p.m. our time, I think, this afternoon. So it's like $20,000 a ticket. And
What?
And there's no media allowed. So she's like our spy on the ground, really.
Andy, how the bloody hell could you afford that?
Hi, boys. Hi, Nikki.
Hello.
You know what? I just think this is fantastic because you and I met at Channel 9 like years ago, Nikki, and then we fled. You went to Queensland from Melbourne. I went to, here I am, and it's your second day on the job, and I'm already talking to you as an interview. What is going on?
Look at us go.
This
Yeah, we
is
both
gorgeous.
escaped Melbourne during lockdown. We kind of were in cahoots and went, let's bail.
Brutal.
Yes.
Well, you know what, though? $20,000 that's US dollars, guys. So that's a $37,000 Australian ticket just to attend the Make America Healthy Again inaugural ball in Washington, D.C. And I didn't buy my ticket, you guys. Someone very generously bought it for me. And there will be some big players at this event, people who are actual health advocates. And I guess I'm invited because I am wanting to make America healthy again.
So, so who were some of these big names? Like, you've been working with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for a while now. I've seen you on Instagram hanging out with the big dog. Yeah. So
Me and RFK Jr.
You're tight.
That's JFK's
So for those who are listening-
nephew.
Yes.
JFK's nephew,
I was
right?
going to say, that's right.
Yeah.
So
So you boys already know he's related to the real JFK.
Yeah.
And apparently Trump has made an announcement that he wants to reveal the files of what really happened to JFK and RFK. And
What at the ball?
look out, I
Is
think
this
there's going to
gonna
be a few more surprises.
So is that for real? That was like one of the first things he said. He said we're going to release these classified documents relating to the assassination of JFK and also Martin Luther King.
So he's Julian Assange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the serious stuff that this administration has actually wanted to reveal for a long time. When I was at some fundraisers in Bel Air mansions with RFK Jr., when he was running for president at the time before he joined forces with Trump, he was saying that when he becomes president or when he becomes, in this presidency position, that he wanted to reveal the government health agencies, the CDC, the FDA, had access to opening up those boxes and revealing some more truths. So I think today is just the beginning of a lot of work to be done and also a lot of surprises.
Do you think the public's going to believe the stuff that comes out? Like, when they blow the lid on a lot of this stuff, everyone goes, oh, that's just rubbish.
It's legit, isn't it?
Yeah, I often think about that. There's a lot of things that, people are mind blown about, like even just the fires in LA, why are the blue things still standing and all these questions that are just crazy stuff going on. We're all left to question everything. But I think at the end of the day, you have to remember that RFK Jr. is a health defence attorney, and that's why he landed up in politics, not just because he has a family in politics, but also because he's had the children's health defence for a very long time, and he's used to, looking after people who've been injured from contaminated waters and things like that. So I think his role is going to be imperative because there is, a lot of environmental health issues right now in America.
Is this dinner in Washington that you're going to tonight? Like, is Trump going to be there? And Melania, geez, she brought out a new look.
Yeah.
Like at the inauguration, she was wearing. I reckon you'll see that look come out again, Lutzi. Like she's got the bit. If you haven't seen it, you will see it.
Stradbroke Day at Eagle Farm.
Yes, racing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Winter
I'm
racing
joking.
carnival.
Yeah.
You'll see that. I can see that.
Yeah,
that,
racing
that
fashion.
hat, and it sort of comes down. You can't quite see her eyes, and she cuts a pretty good figure. Mysterious figure.
It's the white lady funeral outfit. But
There's a little bit of white lady funeral.
So, Andy.
And I mean, this is the whole tone of tonight. You know, sometimes we'll go to events and parties and you see a lot of people when they win something, they sort of get wasted and all of that sort of thing. But, you know, at these sorts of parties, because I just came off a documentary premiere where I was featured in Biohack Yourself, and you just see nobody's drinking alcohol and there's work to be done. And I think that look that she's pulling off is a little bit of business.
Yeah,
like they're all
I
kind of here to do
Right.
business.
Now there's no
So
media
20
allowed
grand a ticket, and
tonight.
there's not even free drinks.
And there's no media allowed. But Andy, are you going to be like our spy on the ground? Are you going
course
to
she
like
is.
sneak some footage and chat to some
I think
people?
the boys want to know about the free drinks, and you know, so I'll spy and let you know if the Make America Healthy Again crew really do drink alcohol, or if they're having, you know, nootropics shots and things like that.
Yeah, just
You know,
the
vitamin C
food
shots.
as well, Andy. Like, surely it's not just the steak chicken alternate drop, you know, sort of deal. It must be something pretty spectacular.
A buffet of like hummus and
You reckon?
You want
Couscous.
an
Probably.
upgrade on hummus. You'd want the prawns that have been peeled for you and deveined for you.
But I think we're missing again. What Andy's saying is like people are there for business. Like the people you're paying 30 grand to get a face to face, to get some FaceTime with these
this is
important
going to be
people.
fascinating. I can't
Yeah,
wait for
so
your debrief
this-
on Instagram, Andy.
Yeah.
I think it's not going to be, you know, I don't know if Trump will be there. It's more RFK Jr.'s, you know, role in and celebrating him. But the White House is directly opposite the Waldorf Astoria where this is. So I've got a feeling I might get invited over to the other side, and I'll definitely keep you posted.
Wear
Might
those
meet
meta
my
glasses.
future husband.
Yeah, wear those
meta glasses.
Wear the Ray-Bans with the
And just
cameras.
creep all night.
Get everything.
Well,
Film everything.
you know, I have seen Mr. Zuckerberg circulating in some of the, you know, events
Yes.
last night and things like that. So he might be handing them out.
Is he still rocking the chains, Zuckerberg, with that haircut that he's got going on? I saw him recently on Joe Rogan.
James.
Yeah.
It's going to be very exciting, I can say that. And I'll definitely keep you posted, but you have to keep an eye out on my Instagram because I will be posting a lot of secret stuff on
And
there.
what is your Instagram handle?
ANDI, Andy, and then a dot and Lou, LEW.
Cool.
All right, we'll be
Okay,
keeping
we're
an eye out for
all
that.
over it. But keep the juicy stuff for us, obviously.
Yeah, just DM.
Definitely.
Oh, this is great. Andy's going to be a regular.
I'm so excited for
Fantastic.
Andy. This is great.
That's exciting
Super
stuff.
Call me back
Andy
later.
Lou.
Well, enjoy tonight. Have a couple of drinks at least. Come on.
Get your money's
Yeah,
worth.
I
Get, your
will.
money's- yeah, get someone else's money's worth.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Nikki, you and I both live on the coasts.
We do.
And travel to Brisbane
Yes.
each day. Most days. Some days I stay up
Different
in
coasts,
Brizzy.
though.
You're sunny coast on Gold Coast.
Coast to coast.
Yeah.
Coast. Get
They
it all
come
covered
from
here.
different places. But where I live, we're on the coast, sort of north surface up there. Just sort of.
He's very vague, so the paparazzi don't know where to find.
I just, I respect my privacy.
Please respect his privacy, people.
Yeah,
If
no,
you listen to this.
we're in surface, but we're in an apartment, and in our apartment,
Nikki's at 38. No, I won't say where you live.
no, don't give
Exactly,
that.
no.
But our lift, it's an older apartment, and the lift has given way, so we have to replace the lift. And we went through this. Did we go through this last year or the year before here at Nova, where our lift, they replaced the lift here at work?
I reckon it was about 12 months ago. Yeah.
And we had to, for how long? 6 months? Were we
Felt like it.
walking up and down the stairs? I reckon it was at least 6 months.
4 floors, is it? Third floor?
We're third floor.
Third floor. I should know
Third
that one.
floor
Here. I
here.
press the button every day. But it feels like it's 4.
4 circuits. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a fair walk
So
up.
you guys were probably fit then. That's when they should have got your promo shots.
Yeah, that's when we got. That's
At
when
the end of that 6 months.
That's when we should have done the
Good point, actually.
billboards.
Yeah. But with ours, it literally just stopped last Monday, the 13th. That was they came in, they've stopped the lift, and it's now 3 months in our apartment. They're saying 3 months that it'll be.
How high's your building?
Yeah, how many steps?
We're on the first floor, so we're lucky. We're only 1 floor up. But
It's
yeah,
like 8
Rory,
floors.
it's 10 floors. And
bloody Rory.
Rory lives upstairs in the penthouse, and he's left actually. Rory, he's a pensioner now. He's retired, but he's
So Rory was old.
yeah, well,
in the
he's
penthouse.
Yes, and
What, he left because of the lift situation?
yeah, because
He's in a wheelchair.
It's 3 months. Well, he's got a bad hip, He's not in a wheelchair,
No,
but
he's got a bad
he
hip.
does have a bad hip, but he'd have to go like 10...
You couldn't do that every day.
For 3 months like that. And it's the it's like the fire staircase too. So it's like you're going up the...
It's tight turns.
Yeah. So he's taken off on a cruise, actually.
That's a good
on
idea.
him.
That's where he belongs.
Yeah, he's doing a 3-month cruise and he'll come back in the lift. But I'm worried because I'm a bit sceptical because we had to renovate the unit and that at the start and it never goes on time. Like, forget about budget. It never goes on time as well.
The lift here was a lot longer than they said it was. I'm sure it was, right?
It was. It feels like I was like, this 3 months could become 6 months. But I'm not in the habit yet of not going to the lift because it's just such an automatic thing to do. And because I get so tied up on my phone sometimes, like yesterday, for example, I went to leave the unit. I got to go down the fire escape, but I walk out, I go to the lift and I press the button on the lift. And for some reason, you press the button on the lift.
The light comes on.
The light comes on. So
You get a bit of
So
hope.
you're thinking it's happening.
well, it's just
Maybe
like
it's
every
time.
other time you've used the lift. And I sat there and watched that Dave Chappelle intro from Saturday Night Live that he did on the weekend.
Yes.
He hosted Saturday Night Live. I watched his entire monologue.
Waiting for a lift.
Not twigging that the
And
lift did not arrive.
Yeah, and once it finished, I was thoroughly entertained. Once it finished, then I sat there and continued to wait. And then you go, oh, you idiot. They found the-
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
How are you going with the early starts, Nikki? I know it's only 2 days in, but I would imagine being a stand-up comedian by trade that, it is one of the toughest. Look, this is an easy job. I'm going to be honest with you, but it's that alarm clock
Yeah,
that
the
gets
alarm
to.
clock is it's just...
Nikki just said something naughty. So you know what that means. Nikki's Dump Button Bingo. Call 13 24 10 now to win $1,000.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
not used to this happening.
Oh, my goodness.
that was
Okay, don't do it again. But if anyone saw Ash's face with the magic you dropped yesterday, that was my heart just then. You know when you get that piercing.
Yeah, well, it's pressure on you because if you miss it.
Yeah, pay attention, 007.
We're before a tribunal by Friday.
So are you two dancing with each other then? Because I didn't know that was coming.
I didn't know that was happening.
natural as anything.
Yeah, no, that was just natural.
Yeah, and if you missed it, because I dumped early, you'll hear it after this.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
See, look, this is what just comes out of my mouth.
Nikki's 10K Dump Button Bingo.
Honestly, thought we were going to get away with it this morning. I just thought, it's not like we're forcing it to happen. And I thought, if we've gotten through a second morning,
Yeah, I
it's
thought
fine.
I completely forgot about the entire
I'd
segment.
completely forgotten about it.
I
too.
got complacent. I thought we were home and hosed. I could see the clock, and I'm like, I've made it, and then out it came.
Well, I didn't get complacent, so no one would have heard what did happen. But
No need to wrap yourself,
Dylan,
mate.
no, I was pretty proud of it considering how much my heart jumped. This is what just happened a couple of minutes ago.
This is an easy job. I'm going to be honest with you, but it's that alarm clock
Yeah,
that
the alarm
gets to.
clock is
Which it is, by the way.
Hey, you were correct.
They're using it in context. That's what you tell kids, as
It
long as they
just-
use it in context. Yeah.
It's just a person you hate, isn't it? You hate it. You end up hating on it. The alarm clock.
Alarm clock, yeah. Yeah,
Sonia, out of Regent's Park, you just won $1,000.
Well done,
Mate.
Sonia. Sonia.
Shaking the square jar for you, Nikki. You're a bloody legend.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else then. I'm glad you kept it to bloody.
Something, yeah.
Like attracts like.
Doesn't mean you can play as well, Sonia.
Not a free-for-all here.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
That was so bizarre. What just happened? We were like, Trump had the inauguration speech this morning. We spoke with your friend Andy Lou. She was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, she's fun, isn't she?
She's a cracker.
Over
for it, and she knows stuff.
Washington, and we were kind of like, well, they had the village people up there, and the other big talking point was Melania was wearing this
I don't know how you explain it.
very
to be honest.
enigmatic sort of outfit. She had a great deal of gravitas
She did,
about
didn't
her.
she?
But she's just kind of hovering in the background. Mitch has made a prediction that what you'll start seeing now, by the way.
Oh, don't worry. Nick was going to do it first.
Okay, we'll hold it.
Yeah.
We'll hold it off.
Yeah, hold it for
but
the
on
podcast.
record, like
Yeah.
Mitch did
I was
predict
right. Whatever
that's-
happens, I was right.
That's going to happen.
100%. Yeah.
And then, Nikki, you've just gone, oh, Elon's done this. And bang, about 2 minutes afterwards, you turn on the TV, and that's all
And
they're
it's
talking about on the TV.
everywhere.
I'm on X now. They've got it on X all the time now, showing what Elon has done when, I guess he must have got up behind the microphone at some stage, or it must have just happened.
Yeah, he's done a spiel, obviously, and then he's done his little sign-off wave, but it's just looked like something else.
Yeah.
What did you say before? He started off...
I said, well, what he did was, and what was he saying? He was saying something about...
My heart goes out to you.
Yeah, my heart, something about his heart. So he's put his hand on his heart.
Open hand.
And then he's gone to extend his hand straight from his heart. I said it, I thought he was going for the Usain Bolt, and it's come off a little Adolf Hitler.
Yeah. You're doing
And
a
he's
fist.
done it
It's not a
twice.
fist. It's an
wasn't a
open
fist.
hand.
He did it
The first
twice, and so straight away people are saying that it looks like a Nazi salute, which you would have.
It has elements of that.
It does kind of.
I'm not suggesting he meant that.
No, I think it's a mistake, but it's also
I think
one
he's
that he's
really stuffed
he's
off.
going
It's
to
not a
pay
good
for
one.
that big time. It doesn't look good, does it?
He stepped off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
Day one in the job.
Yeah, first day on the job, get in trouble.
Got to be
Tell you
careful.
what,
of
his
these
swear
things.
jar's going to be full after doing that. He'll come off and everyone would have gone, Elon, you just did the...
I don't think people have. Elon hasn't known, man. You know what I mean?
Actually, yeah.
He'd be like, "Well done, Elon." He'd just obliviously roll through.
But what a mistake to make.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't he have just done like the little Queen wave or something? That's why they do the little flaccid, hand cup thing, because it's safe.
Yeah. Don't do anything off the cuff.
No.
Yeah, but they do. Remember Microsoft, dude, when they brought out the first bloody whatever it was, and he came out dancing.
Oh, yeah.
They're nerds. It's like cricketers times 1,000. That's how nerdy these people are.
They've got eyes of dead fish.
Yeah, it's nuts.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.